I want to talk to you about my biggest battle with online marketing. And I think it crops up for a lot of people. The majority of people who set out to build a business online, they're doing it outside of a job. They're doing it, putting in, 40 hours a week in a normal job, probably 40 hours plus in a normal job, plus trying to look after the family or do whatever else you need to do and feed yourself and sleep and build another business. And the hardest thing for me, I think, has been actually trying to shift that mindset between having the income that you have rule everything, if you like. And that there'd been certain things that I had been really seeing in myself, as in I should be applying for certain jobs. I should be doing certain things. I should be earning a certain amount of money. I should be living a certain lifestyle. And that I hadn't realised how actually crippling that has been for me. That all of those things meant that I was actually never here and never present. And never actually looking at what I had in front of me and all the resources I have, and actually choosing to make that decision to build that business, build this business, put myself out there, speak to all of you guys. And that I think that is going to be one of the biggest battles for a lot of people, is that thing of still having the traditional mindset of the job is king because it pays for everything else. And that when you're willing to actually step out of that a little bit and see that that's fine. I'm not saying like go crazy and turf it all in now. I'm saying that you can still do that, but that you really need to focus on what it is you want to do. And that I have heard for the last, 18 months or so, everybody talking about you need to get down to income producing activities. And you need to stop doing busy work and you need to start doing other work. And then for me, one of the things that I realised was that I'd always wanted a business. And then I was made redundant and I set up a driving school, which was something I'd always wanted to do. And then I got that. I had it there. I had no idea what to do with it. I understood the theory of all these things. Like, you clearly need customers, you need money coming in, you need to advertise, you need to do your accounts, all that sort of stuff. But I had nobody to turn to ask about that. I didn't know how to do that. I'm not saying that was a bad idea, but I'm just saying that for a lot of people, that's the reality of these things, is we're just winging it. And that now I get it, that like when you put yourself around people who have done what you want to do, if that takes you 6 months or if that takes you 6 years, who cares? Because I always thought it was a bit wishy-washy, that whole thing of personal development, and you need to build yourself. But I started off with the SFM and the DEA to try and figure out how to make money online. And now I've started to see that you get so much more. You build yourself into a leader. You build yourself into an entrepreneur. You build yourself into somebody who's actually going to stand out there, put yourself out there, put your heart and soul into it, and stand out in front of people, and you don't actually care what the reaction is. Because it's your idea and you know where it's going and you believe in it. And that's what it's about, and that's what this business and lots of other businesses are about. It's that thing, if you're willing to step out there, every time you step out there and show a bit of your soul to somebody, you just get something back that you would never get otherwise. And I've just had a fantastic weekend, kind of reconnecting with friends that I haven't seen in a while, and just that thing of seeing people, and actually when you have a conversation with somebody where you actually put your heart and soul into it and you're there, you get such a connection. And I hadn't realised that level of, I suppose when you're there and you're doing something, you're going through the motions, people see that a mile away. You may think you're tricking them, but the only one you're tricking is yourself, and they feel it and they see it miles away. But they'll just kind of go, you know what, you'll figure it out at some point. But then essentially it just comes back to that thing of majority of people that you know are working in traditional jobs. They're going to be working 9 to 5, and 9 to 5 probably means they're working 8 to 8. But it's that thing of, that's what everybody knows. That's what society is built around. That's what's made the world go round till now. And if you're saying, I want a digital business, it means you have to take all of this stuff that you knew, everything you know, you have to be willing to put that over there and put it down. Take the other stuff and learn it and put it there in front of you and go, this is how I'm playing the game now. Because if you're willing to do that, you'll get there. But that is the biggest challenge. Is taking your old beliefs that you had up till now, putting them off to the side, and just saying, I'm going to try all this stuff on and I'm going to go for it. So it means that when you apply for a job and you don't get it, did you really think you were going to get that thing because you've had a couple of weeks of effort into it? You know, did you really want that? And that I was talking to somebody recently and they said to me like, well, this job, it's like, do you want that job? Is this the job for you? Or is it just a job? And that I had never even looked at things that way before. I was like, a job is a job. But it's like, no, it's not. It's like, if you go in, you want that job and you've done your research, you've done your work, and you're there and you're ready and you're prepared, and you want that job and you get that through to that person, that gets you the job. It's the same thing with this stuff, as in, if you come out and you commit, you put yourself out there and you put yourself in front of all of those people, and you say, do you know what? I'm here for every one of you guys. Because this is what I want for you. Because you don't realise it. If you stay where you are, those jobs may be outsourced to India. If they find a better way of doing this and another way of doing it, you're staying where you are and you're not learning more skills, your job won't be there in 10 years. So we got a little bit off topic there, a bit rant, but just bring it back to that thing of the biggest battle for most people is going to be changing your way of looking at this was life. You're taking that down, you're putting it over there, you're taking up a new set of beliefs, and you're saying, I'm going to play with these for a while. And a lot of people, that's going to be very difficult. Because a lot of the people around you are going to say, you can't do that. But that you have to be willing to put that on, play with it for a while, and just believe in it.